Plaintiff Earl Wirtz says he met the defendant when they both worked with special needs adults and children, and they became good friends. Earl claims he gave the defendant several loans to help her out, but she failed to repay him, so he's suing. Defendant Kimberly Van Wert says for the past 3 months, Earl has been harassing her to have a threesome with him and his best friend. And Earl also offered to give her $2,000 a month if she married him. Kimberly's countersuing for the harassment.
Start with you.
Yes, Your Honor. I've known Miss Kimberly for over 14 years. I met her during the type of work I was doing. We were both working with special needs adults and children.
Okay, you all got along, obviously.
Yes, we got along very well.
Mm-hmm.
I left the corporation that I was working for, and I hadn't seen Miss Kimberly for 5 or 6 years.
When did you resume your friendship?
Oh, well, I came back and she came back to me probably in 2017.
Okay. All right. Ma'am, let me hear from you.
Hi, Your Honor. I've known Earl for about 14 years. But for the past 3 months, he has been harassing me in lieu of sexual relations with him and his friend, his best friend.
For all these years, he has never approached you about that?
Oh, he has. Not as serious as this past 3 months.
Okay.
Defendant Kimberly Van Wert was friends with the plaintiff, but she claims he's been harassing her to have a threesome with him and his best friend.
Got it. Just hinting around playfully.
Yeah. And we live in the same
He
apartment.
asked you to be with him and his
best
lady
friend.
friend?
Best friend, his
You
best
wanted
guy
a threesome, sir? I guess every man has that fantasy, had 2 women at the same time. That's a fantasy.
Yeah,
a lot of men, huh?
He's called me.
Him and how you know it's a guy?
She just said that.
Guy? Go ahead.
He's been harassing me late at night, around 11, midnight. I have call logs here. And he's also said if I marry him on paper that he would pay me $2,000 a month. He wants to see me succeed in life. And he's done this when we met at this job 14 years ago. He has also done this to a colleague I know, and I have a witness statement from her as well.
Let me see it, but that's... We'll see how relevant that is to the lawsuit in terms of the monies. Unless he paid you that $2,000 and you didn't marry him. Sir, why don't you tell me about what
yes,
she's
Your
referring
Honor.
to and then the lawsuit.
Your Honor, when she came and knocked on my door in 2017, I've done nothing but assist this lady for financial assistance to help her get her occupational therapist. I guess it's not a degree, it's probably a certificate, so she can take care of what she likes to do.
The monies was never for education,
Okay.
Your Honor.
And tell me about the monies. I don't know.
Over the past 2 years, Your Honor, not only did I assist her with financial, I also used to bring her to her doctors that she needed to go to because she is contracted STD. And she was...
How do you know that?
That is a lie.
Well, I brought her to her doctors and she told me she had no way of getting into Boston City.
She told you it was for an
Yes,
STD?
she has STD. And
And you're still coming for it?
I'm just, Your Honor, this young...
You wasn't going to tell your man?
This,
What kind of friend is that?
Yeah, what kind of friend are you?
yeah, Your
Go
Honor,
ahead.
there was no reason for me to dislike her because she had choice of her ways of life. I was her friend and I was assisting her through life. She not only asked me for my assistance, she got assistance from her mom and dad. She got assistance from her softball team.
Tell me
Never
about the
paid
money.
anybody back.
Tell me about the money you're suing her
Yes,
for.
I have.
The money that I'm suing for is the $2,530.
No, you're suing
Because-
for $1,026.
Well, yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm suing her for. But the total was at the time.
Okay.
I had her sign a promissory note that I would help her. Other than that, I wasn't going to continue being able to help her. She signed the promissory note. And based on the fact that I'm her friend, I told her at first, I'm sorry, I just cannot give you another $600. But I thought about it for a little while longer because she was very distraught about it. I said, I'll tell you what I'll do, Kimberly, lawyer. I know you need the money. I will give you that $600 if you sign the promissory note for the debt you already owe me, and I'll add that to it, and I'll break it down into 9 payments for you to make it easy, because she's on a disability
I have been
check.
paying him, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
I have
she makes more money than I do. I'm a senior citizen.
How old are you?
I'm 77, Your
You
Honor.
look good for 77.
Thank you, sir. And I
Might
broke
be
it
a little
down.
senile for giving her that money.
I broke it down with.
But other than that, you look good.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't hear what you said.
No.
Never mind. Your faculties are very much in shape, obviously. To anybody who's listening to you, they are. So I was kidding around. I said, you might be a little senile after giving her all that money. I was kidding.
Right.
Ma'am, you are, first of all, ma'am, listen to me first.
Sorry.
First of all, this agreement you signed, was that before or after he hit on you?
After.
Okay, so after he was hitting on you, you received his money and you signed an agreement.
Yeah. Well, he was hitting on me the whole duration, and I approached him in trust that I approached him. I said, I will do a promissory note with you. I'm the one that approached him about it.
Okay.
And I said, if you can give me this $600, it would really help me out. And so I approached him. We did a promissory note. And I have my bank statements. I was paying him back all along, Your Honor. I had every intention. But once he started harassing me more and more these past 3 months, he's been calling me late hours of the night. I have the call logs
That's your
here.
counterclaim for harassment?
That is
Yeah.
totally untrue, sir.
What are you saying?
It's totally untrue. I don't
She
follow
said
her.
she's about to show me phone records.
I'm a senior citizen.
How old are you?
I'm 77, Your Honor.
Look good for 77.
Thank you, sir. And I
Might
broke
be
it
a little
down.
senile
I
for
broke it
giving her
down.
that money.
I broke it down with.
But other than that, you look good.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't hear what you said.
No.
Never mind.
Defendant Kimberly Van Wert was friends with the plaintiff, but she claims he's been harassing her to have a threesome with him and his best friend.
Obviously, she's paid everything short of $1,000. This is for $2,530.
Yes, Your
And so
Honor.
she's paid everything
Yeah,
short
she
of
actually made-
$1,026.
Yes, Your Honor. She made
And
actually
when you've
forfeit.
asked for your money in recent times, what has she said?
Oh, she always gonna promise me my money, and I never gave up.
When was the last promise?
The last promise was the $600.
She promised to pay you all of the
That's
money.
when I- that's
Ma'am,
when I
what's
got
your
her to
defense
sign the
today?
promissory
note.
It's
That-
just that he hit on you. That's your defense.
And that the last time I approached him, I didn't approach him for a while because he kept making me feel uncomfortable. When he was saying, referring back to he hasn't heard from me in 5 years, I was carrying on with my life. And I approached him in January 16th of 2019 to...
Ma'am, what is your defense to not paying what you have written down that you owe
the
him?
harassment.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you want to not pay the bill, which is $1,000 for harassment, and then you want in your counterclaim another $1,000.
Yes.
Okay.
He has been emotionally
And you have
harassing me.
proof that he was sexually harassing you.
My
Since you
call
want
log-
$2,000. No, call log doesn't equal sexual harassment. Do you have anything proving this sexual harassment?
I have this text message
Saying what?
that I wrote to him, but there was,
That you wrote to him saying
yeah,
what?
that he was making me feel very uncomfortable.
You making me feel some sort of way and don't like it, I'll give you the money I owe you. Whatever he said, you said, I'm going to give you the money
And
I
he-
owe you. So let's do that. Judgment for the plaintiff, and your claim is dismissed.
I really apologize that we had to come to this level at a friendship we've known for so long. I just had to handle this because I did it not only for my financial gain to come back to me, but I did it so that she will try to understand that you just can't do this to people. You make a promise, you got to try to stick with it.
Yeah, I did make a promise to him, but it got to a point where he crossed the line with harassment and everything. But hard lesson learned, and God knows the truth at the end of the day, and he did harass me.
Plaintiff Deshana Washington says the defendant is her older brother, and he's irresponsible, and she blames it on their mother who spoiled him. Deshana says the defendant spends all of his money on women, and she's suing him today for rent and a cleaning fee. Defendant Jermaine Washington says Deshana has two personalities, and while they lived together, she acted more like his mom than his roommate. Jermaine claims Deshana wouldn't allow him to have company while they lived together, and he denies owing her for anything.
Start with you.
My brother Jermaine Washington, he's my big brother. He's very irresponsible. I think my mom might have crippled him growing up because she did everything for us while we were growing up, and I think that might have...
Did it cripple you?
No, sir. I'm very
She
responsible.
did everything for both of y'all, you said.
Yes,
So why would it cripple him and not you?
I don't know, but he's older, and I feel like he should be more responsible.
Let me hear from you.
Deshana is my youngest sister of 7. She's my favorite.
7 children or 7 siblings or
7 siblings.
sisters?
7 siblings, but she's the youngest of all. She's my favorite. She has 2 personalities. She's sweet at times, and a lot of times she's bossy. She want to control everyone. We moved in together last year. Everything was going good until Deshana thought she was my mom. Her friends would make a mess and expect me to clean up. When I got off work, she wouldn't allow me to have company over. And if she did, if it
Did
was...
you say she moved in with you or y'all moved in together?
I moved in with her.
Oh, you moved in with her, okay.
Plaintiff Deshana Washington says the defendant is her brother, and he's so irresponsible that he spends all of his money on women instead of paying rent.
Why is she calling you irresponsible? You go to work, sounds like that's the most responsible thing you can do unless you pop off all your money making it rain at the strip club. That what it does?
No.
Why are you
Not the
calling
strip
me
club,
irresponsible?
but he do have a lot of girls that he fumble with, and I think that's another thing.
They taking his money?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was wondering. He works, and you say he's irresponsible, so something is not coming together. He pays his rent. Obviously, no. You're suing him for that.
Yes.
All right. So now we have it. So what do you want to say about her alleging that you're irresponsible and do not pay your rent? That's what she's suing you for.
And he's lazy also.
And lazy, she says.
I take care. I like women with kids. You know, so I can help out. You know, I do pay my bills. I do take care of what need to be taken care of as far as what I have to do. I don't know what she getting this other information for.
How many women you have?
It's a lot. Can't count. But it's all protective, so, you know.
It's what?
Protective sex. I have 1 child. He's 6. So.
Okay.
I think that's another thing. He used to my mom.
Yeah, if he has an
care of him.
unlimited amount of women, he's always going to be broke the rest of his life. So if that's your attitude about life, to have all these women, that's what you're going to be broke. All right. Tell me how he owes you. You know why he's broke, but just tell me how he owes you.
Okay, so January 2018, me and my brother decided to move together, which my name was the only one on the lease because I had the most credit at the time. Everything was going good until the last month when the lease was up, which was January 2019. And I guess he didn't pay the bill. He said he didn't know we had to pay a bill, which I don't know how.
He had been paying all along, though?
Yeah.
So suddenly he
just
forgot he had
month.
to pay a bill?
Yes, sir, I guess.
That's what he told you? He didn't know he had to?
Yeah.
That's not true, sir. Did
I have
you tell him you didn't know
messages
you
that show that.
had to pay a rent bill after you had been paying it?
I thought when the lease up, you have a certain amount of days to be out. I didn't know that they charge you them little bit of days. You have to pay rent for them.
Oh, you thought it would be
6,
free?
7 days. I'm thinking that,
People let you stay for free.
I mean, You know, like when you staying with somebody, you get an eviction notice for 30 days, and you have 30 days to move out. I was thinking that's what the lease was, so.
You still had to pay those 30 days?
Yeah, I mean, but I didn't know.
Okay, let me explain this to you. If you stay one place, one day, you have to pay. You owe people money.
Okay.
You owe somebody. You're not staying anywhere for free unless you're living off one of all them women and their kids. That's the only people who might let you live free. And I hope you don't take advantage of women with children by doing that. That makes you a scrub. I know you're not a scrub because you work.
Yes.
So, just so you're clear, anywhere you lay your head, even for one day, you owe money to somebody.
Yes, sir.
You understand that concept now?
Yes, sir.
I think you might have been right about irresponsible. He didn't even understand that you have to pay. So that's the confusion. He just showed you. He didn't know he had to pay. You just lived there. Yeah, you were right. He said he didn't know why. All right, so I've made it clear. And that's rent for the month of?
January 2019.
January. And then you all left then?
Yes,
in
sir.
February?
February 4th, but
That's
he
when you
didn't.
moved out?
Yes, sir. But he didn't clean up his room, or he left like TVs, his bed and stuff. So they had to go out, and they charged me a $280 cleaning fee.
Let's see it, please, the landlord.
Yes, sir.
Plaintiff Deshauna Washington says the defendant is her brother, and he's so irresponsible that he spends all of his money on women instead of paying rent.
Sir, did you remove and clean your things, or? She says she was stuck with a cleaning bill because of your irresponsibility.
No, sir.
No, sir, what? You did clean everything?
I did not clean anything.
Why? Why, sir?
That month that we was leaving, I had left, and then my mom and them went in the apartment to clean. So I'm expecting if my mama
did it. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm expecting if my mom gone.
Mama gonna do it. You gonna live off your sister and don't expect to pay you. What? Pay? I wasn't supposed to pay, was I? You don't pay for the several days, do you? Now, my mama supposed to come clean the house. Pitiful, man. You're pitiful. Judgment for the plaintiff. You've proven your case thoroughly. He doesn't believe he has any responsibility. Have a good day. I can't help him. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I'm just glad it's all over so we can get back to being brother and sister, and I just want him to grow up and get his responsibilities in order.
I just know not to, everything good, I just know not to move back with her since she want to be the boss of everything.
Plaintiff Jason Sutton says he and the defendant were childhood best friends, and when they reunited after 17 years, they had a whirlwind romance. Jason claims 3 weeks after reconnecting, the defendant kicked her husband out, and Jason moved in, but he's suing her today for unpaid loans. Defendant Courtney Hall says months ago she ended her relationship with Jason because he became abusive, and he's only suing to get revenge. Courtney's countersuing for harassment because she claims after the breakup, Jason sent her father a picture of Courtney having sex.
Start with you.
I met Miss Hall approximately 25 years ago. We were best of friends as children. We lost touch with each other for about 17 years, and due to the good graces of social network, found each other. It was a whirlwind romance, so to speak. At that point in time, I had overcome a long-term addiction to heroin, lost a bunch of weight.
Wow.
I thought God was paying things forward to me by bringing her back in my life. And it was just one big headache and hassle.
How did you overcome that addiction to heroin?
Faith.
No, it takes a little more than that, I think.
Faith.
I mean, in terms of the physical things that you go through, how did you overcome that part?
Suboxone.
Okay.
Pharmaceuticals.
There you go.
Hey,
That's what people want to know.
7 years clean, and anybody who's,
good. That's more important to me than the 3,000 you're suing about. Is letting folks know how you overcome. Well,
a little different.
So you all began.
Things moved very quickly. Our kids met, they clicked, they bonded. Within 3 weeks, she had asked her husband to move out.
How many children did you have?
I have 3 children.
And you moved him in 3 weeks after moving your husband out. Did he get angry? Oh, he didn't mind? Okay. If he didn't mind, I don't mind.
Her husband contacted me and just told me, he said, I just want to let you know you're just, lucky number 5 or 6 on the list. You won't be here long. That lasted about 7-8 weeks. They decided to get back together. I didn't want to be Johnny Homewrecker, so I moved back to my house 150 miles away. About a month later, her husband contacted me and said, you can have her back. She only wants to be with you. I don't want her. I said, thank you very much for your permission. So that lasted, that time, a couple months, 3 or 4 months. Ms. Hall at that time stated she needed a divorce. So I gave her the money to get a divorce. That was the first time money came involved. Ms. Hall decided then, at that point in time, after a few weeks, that she was no longer going to get a divorce, took the money, got a house. Husband moved back in. They have a new house together now.
That's what she did with the divorce money.
With the divorce money, yes. Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
Yes,
let me
Your
get a
Honor.
little background from her. Ma'am, you tell me. Give me your side.
The whole reason that we're here today is because I ended an abusive relationship with this man.
He became abusive, or he had always been
It
abusive?
progressed.
Did he give you money for the divorce and you instead used it to move
I
the
did,
man
and I
in?
actually filed. And he actually drove me to the attorney's office.
Sir, you tell me about the loans you're suing her for.
Well, okay, after we rekindled for the 6th or 7th time, she was involved in a car accident, and due to some marriage issues and with some multiple men in the small town that they lived in, she felt like she could no longer live in the small town that she lived in. So,
well, she wants to address that. What did you want to say?
That's not true.
she slept with her kids' coaches, and that's why she moved to me, sir.
That's not true?
No, sir.
Okay.
It's not?
No, Judge. No. He's
You're looking around. You're looking around. Is
Hey.
one of them here?
I don't know. It was a long night last night in Chicago. I
Specifically,
don't know.
you look back at that joke. Sir, do you coach football or something? Just having fun. Okay, go ahead.
Defendant Courtney Hall dated the plaintiff, but she claims after she broke up with him, he sent a sexual picture of her to her father.
Let's get to the loans.
Absolutely, Your Honor. So, Ms. Hall decided that she wanted to leave the small town and bring her family to a larger town, a much more culturally diverse town where nobody knew her, nobody was going to pass judgment on her. But the problem was Mrs. Hall didn't have any credit. So, I offered to co-sign on a house for her. I just helped her with her car settlement. And she told me, she said, I'm a nurse, I will move there, I will get a job, and I will pay you. So, Ms. Hall wrote me a check for the first
see it,
month's
please.
rent and the deposit, and never paid me
So
again.
you knew what you were dealing with by then. So,
Of course I did.
ma'am, what do you want to tell me about the loans he's suing you for?
He said in June he would pay the rent.
Sir, my credit
Ma'am,
was
did
on
you
the-
ever borrow any money from him?
No, sir.
Okay. You wrote him a check.
Yes, Judge.
Why? For what?
For the first month's rent and security deposit.
He was the landlord?
Judge,
Why did you write him a check? That's what I'm trying to understand.
it was for the landlord.
He
and-
paid the landlord on your behalf?
Yes, and that was the check to cover the entirety
So
of it.
this is reimbursement to him for the things
Well, he didn't
spent.
pay it until he received the check.
Why didn't you just write it to the landlord?
That's what he asked me to do. That's what I did.
Okay, house, rent, deposit. That all goes to one person. So I'm going to believe him because your story doesn't make sense. Your counterclaim for $3,000 for harassment is for what?
Due to the nature of the things that he has done since
Okay.
the breakup.
What has he
One of
done?
which is sending my father a photo of me in a compromising position, which I have
You're
here.
kidding, sir. I hope you didn't do this.
Oh, sir, I absolutely did, but I'm not gonna lie.
Please.
But sir, as you can see in the picture, I don't think you can see her at all. I think you see my big fat head. Her father was texting me at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I didn't send it to her, it was to her father. I allowed him to push my buttons. My mother's blind.
Well, why would you send it to him?
Oh.
Particularly if her face isn't on it. There is
course
no
not.
way to recognize
Of course
that it
not.
was you, ma'am.
Well,
But
I'm gonna
why would
explain
you
that,
send
Your
it?
Honor.
Did he know you were dating her?
He asked if my blind mother could count my chins, And I politely told him, sir, if he was so interested, he could count them for me. And I sent him a picture of my face, not of his daughter. Not multiple pictures of us engaging in sex. That's a picture of my big fat head there, Your Honor, as you can clearly see. And as far as the harassment goes, he chose to send her that copy.
That broke my heart for my father to have to see that.
See my head?
There's no way to recognize you. There's absolutely no way to know that you were involved.
The nightgown that my father, the nightgown.
Your father criticized his face, and he showed your dad a picture of his face. It may be offensive in the sense that it involves you, but it's offensive to your dad in the sense that he's kind of just being...
I was a jerk. I admit it.
Jerk. Yeah,
I admit it.
He's being a jerk with your father, saying, yeah, you say my face is this, but look, I'm getting this. I ain't that bad. I must not look that bad.
Yeah, I know.
That's a funny way of responding. Yeah, I must not look that bad. Look what I got going.
She's not suing her father, she's suing me. She should sue her father for harassment. He sent her the picture.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm going to dismiss your claim. This has nothing to do with you, and you are not identifiable in this. I'm going to grant you your claim for the unpaid loans. Judgment for the plaintiff, your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
Jason, you know what you did. You know all of the things that you've done. Locking my gas line, my air conditioning breaker, all of the threats that you've made. You know what you've done. You
the main thing is I won.
We recently spoke with plaintiff Jason Sutton, who told us that since having their case heard, defendant Courtney Hall has tried numerous times to get back together with him, but he's moved on with his life. We were unable to reach Courtney. So Courtney, if you're watching, please give us a call.